Hey voters, I am Anthony, the Internet Politician, and I have a special message for MAGA and QAnon followers. I shall open this discussion with a statement. You are in a cult. Now, before you go, fake news, there are actually 6 signs that you may be in a cult. First one is a charismatic leader that demands loyalty and believes that they are above the law. A charismatic leader is Trump. He basically, he's out there, he's saying what everybody might be thinking, but he also has no respect for anybody who isn't a follower. And of course, you may remember the reference, I can go into the middle of Times Square, shoot somebody, and no one will blink an eye. Or, I'm paraphrasing, I don't remember the exact quote. So, I mean, that seems like a check mark for number 1. Number 2, opposes the use of critical thinking, suppresses skepticism, and forbids criticism. During the pandemic, at the initial start of COVID-19, Trump was president. He rejected science. He said science, the Fauci and the people at the health department, they're overemphasizing or they're being hypercritical or whatever. But he also suppressed the message of, hey, we need to take action. And then, of course, anybody who criticizes him, gets basically, as they call it, burned on social media. Number 3, emphasizing the words of insiders as truth. So there's an inner circle. QAnon has theirs. MAGA has Trump. But I mean, obviously, if we're saying MAGA, we probably also mean QAnon. But the belief is that in the hierarchy, word is law, despite the fact that maybe the word is against the law. So, something to think about. Number 4, isolates members and penalizes them for leaving via shame tactics. The January 6th attack on the Capitol, Pence refused to do what Trump said, and Trump called him a number of names. Come on. You can't tell me, this is not the first time Trump did it. He's done it with so many other people. It's a common tactic for him. He even did it in business. So what about number 5? Ignores the expected boundaries of behavior in modern society. Now, this is cliche, but we do live in a society. And typically in school, you kind of learn how you're supposed to behave around others. A cult generally ignores this. So if you feel icky about something, you probably shouldn't be doing it. And number 6, attempts to delegitimize opposing ideology. Go back to fake news. Go name calling of candidates of other political philosophies, or even those in your own political party who don't agree with the election was stolen. There is actually very little election fraud, and it was mostly people who had submitted ballots after, because they died, and the election, and there was cases where maybe a dozen people submitted fraudulent ballots, and then we find out that a lot of the intended fraud of those dozens people were actually members of the cult, MAGA and QAnon. So maybe think about what you're supporting, because right now you're in a cult. With that said, that is all I have on my mind about this topic for now. If you have any thoughts about this discussion, please post a comment. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.